Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to another weekly Modern League. I'm doing Modern, taking a break from Vintage. No, not Vintage, Legacy. Taking a break from the Legacy, kind of gotta let the burn aggro deck brew in my head a little bit. So we are coming over to Modern, trying to find my RCQ deck that I want to play. Right now, I have in front of me green-white auras, and I'm really excited about this deck. This is a deck that actually my first LGS, the store owner, this was his go-to deck for Modern, and it was amazing to see. Like, I played Burn at that time, so this deck just destroyed me 90% of the games because I could not target the creatures to remove them. The Daybreak Coronet, I think it's Coronet, gaining life every attack. The also just the Spirit Link getting double life gain. Very, very, very good and powerful. This deck is different than his. I think his was an older deck. But let's kind of get into it, kind of see what we are dealing with here. So 19 lands, most of it very painful. So we have four fetch lands, 4 shocks. We have 4 of the fast lands, 4 of the horizon lands, and 1 Beseiju, 1 plains, and I think there's a forest in here somewhere, and then 1 forest. So Beseiju really just there as removal. Horizon Canopy, very painful if you have to keep it long term. There's a couple games I think where I have had to keep it that long, but later on it's a great draw engine. Into the enchantments and 1-drops, there are 28 1-drops. It is meant to be a fast deck. Cartouche of Solidarity, this really helps against any decks that are trying to make you sacrifice because it makes a token. Ethereal Armor gets +1/+1 for each enchantment. Griff's Boon gives that creature flying and +1/+0, and you can return it from the graveyard for 4 mana. Very great, very good card. Don't see it often enough. I might make an adjustment in the list later down the road to add maybe another one. Hyena Umbra, +1/+1, first strike, and totem armor. Totem armor is just if your creature were to die from combat damage, the aura will drop off, and then your creature will survive. Sentinel Eyes, 3 of those. We got +1/+1 and vigilance, and it escapes from your graveyard for 1 white. Let's see here. Spirit Link, it's lifelink, but not lifelink. So it's not keyworded as lifelink. So the nice trick here is this will trigger, and then anything that gives your creatures lifelink will also trigger. So it's essentially double lifelink. Very, very awesome. Audacity, you got +2/+0, and then it'll goes to the graveyard. You draw a card. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay. You have 4 Glade Cover Scouts. These are hexproof 1/1s. Very, very good. Then you have 4 Rancors. If they go to the graveyard from the battlefield, they get put back into your hand. A Spider Umbra allows you to have reach against flying. Also a totem armor. 4 Slippery Bogles. This is kind of what the deck was originally named after, was Bogles, because you would just suit up this little dude and he would just get huge. Into our 2-drops, we have All That Glitters, which is essentially Ethereal Armor, but costs 2, and also it counts artifacts. We have 4 Core Spirit Dancers. I call it Core Skyfisher all the time. I'm used to Pauper, where anything core is usually a Skyfisher, but it gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it, so it gets very big, very quick. Ethereal Armor itself will make it, let's see, that would add 5 power, so it would be what would it be? Maybe a 5/7, something like that. Just for 3 mana, you could have a 5/7 on the field, I believe. Math might be wrong. I don't know. I don't care. But it draws a card anytime an aura is cast. So it doesn't have to hit the battlefield. Anytime it's cast, it's a great draw engine. It is very weak to removal. but it doesn't die to Bowmasters, which is very nice. Then we also have Light Paws, Emperor's Voice. We have 2 of these. Whenever an aura hits the battlefield, you get to go tutor up another aura at the same mana cost or less and attach it to Light Paws. So I really like putting this down as a secondary creature because as you're loading up your Hexproof or your Core Spirit Dancer, you're also going to be growing Light Paws. We have 1 copy of Spirit Mantle, which is +1/+1 and has protection from creatures. So creatures can't block it, creatures can't damage it. So if you can get a Spirit Mantle onto your Light Paws or Spirit Dancer, protection from Bowmasters instantly. Very still susceptible to like other damage, but still great. And then Daybreak Coronet. Coronet. I don't know how to pronounce this. It is enchanted creature. You give that creature +3/+3. First of all, that's huge. +3/+3 for 2. But not only that, but it gives it First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. So you can just swing and block all day long with this card. I believe this Daybreak Coronet makes the deck, in my opinion. In the sideboard, we have Suppression Field. This is really great against any decks that are trying to spit out constructs. Anything that's trying to spit out constructs, that's great. I believe this might also count for loyalty abilities. I'm not sure though. I would have to double check that. I didn't come across it. Also fetches. Fetches no longer work. They have to pay the 1 life and 2 mana for Suppression Field. Leyline of Sanctity, great against scams, so they can't double grief ya. Pithing Needle, Urza Saga's the Haywire Mites actually is probably a good target for Pithing Needles. Dampening Spheres, really good against any cantrip deck because it'll just make each spell after the first cost an additional 1 per turn. It does slow us down, but if you're adding Ethereal Armor for 1 mana to something that already has 2, you're adding power at a greater rate. And then Chalice of the Void for your Rhinos decks, your Cascade decks, trying to go into those 0 costs. But that is the deck. Thank you for watching the deck tech here. Real quick before we get into the games, we are trying to get to 100 views, or not views, 100 subscribers this month, in the month of September. If we could just get everybody to hit that like button, not the like button, the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We are really pushing for it. It would really help us out. It's free. If you want to be notified when we put up new content, because we put up new content every weekday, hit that bell notification, and then you will be notified of any new videos Dan and or I put up. Go ahead. Also, if you like the video, if you like that I'm being as bold as to run Bogles, go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of the list. How can Wilds of Eldraine, which is dropping this week, help this list? I am wanting to see if I can play with new cards, maybe splash a 3rd color. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's get into the games, and I will see you there. Hello, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering MTGO League. I am playing Green-White Auras here, and this is game 1. We won the die roll, which is fantastic. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's see. We have 2 lands. This is a little slower than I would like, but it's actually kind of good. So we're going to keep it. Yeah, I don't like the Core Spirit Dancer. Let's go ahead and just pass with nothing to do. God Campbell. All right. All that glitters. All right, so we're either going to get countered here. Oh, Control Z. Either going to get countered or this sticks. Oh, gosh. Okay. Jeskai. Jeskai's good, maybe. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Nope. Yep, we should have waited. Should have waited till we could have backed it up. Wasn't even thinking of firing ice or lightning bolts. It was just, yeah, now we're in a tight spot. Very tight spot. If we would have waited, we could have had the land. What's their... Yeah. Kahira. That's rough. Very rough that they had that little bit of removal. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait. Yield through the turn. That's cool. Alright. Yield through the turn. We just need to draw... Man, it sucks. Because what's going to happen is we're going to get a creature. And they're going to be like, counterspell. Force of negation. Or we can just draw every piece of land we have. Oh, I should have waited. I should have waited. Audacity. Not good. Yep. What you gonna flash in here? The Emperor? Oh, you're gonna cycle Shark Typhoon. So now you have a 3/3 flyer. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing right now. Oh my goodness. What a misplay. Alright. Hand maxed out. No creatures in sight. Because there's 8. 12. There's 14 creatures. We should have hit a creature by now. Why we didn't hit a creature, I don't know. Can't believe we got every thicket almost. They just have more sharks. Ethereal armor. Yep, we're gonna put Gristboom in. Oh my god, what are they doing now? They're gonna Solitude for free, or well, for the actual money. Let's draw a creature anytime now. So that's 6, 10. Yeah, we're dead. I think we're just dead. Oh man, that was such a risky. I guess that was a risky hand. Apparently. Draw a card. Draw a card. Where's our creatures? Oh my gosh. That's awful. Okay. So what to do here? I think we bring in Dampening Spheres. And let's take out the Spider Umbra. One Cartouche. And one Hyena. Yes, I would like to play first, please. Oh, I should have waited the extra turn. We get 3 lands, 2 dampening. I guess we keep. Let's go ahead and put that down. They're going to play their Flood Strand and just pass, because why not? Yes, I will pay the 2 life. And we are going to put the Glade Cover Scout in. Can they counter this? No. Okay. we're going to put the Sentinel Eyes down. So now we have something to attack with. All right, and we can start putting Dampening Spheres down, which I think might be a good idea. So let's go ahead, put one Dampening Sphere down, unless they counter it. They don't, okay. And we can just attack with Vigilance and be happy. So this is going to at least slow them down. Like, they won't be able to cantrip or counter just a lot of things. So let's go ahead and play another one. So if they counter this, we can then definitely do the Rancor. We're still going to do the Rancor. Oops, cancel. We can't pay for it. We can't pay for our own spell. All right. So I don't know what. So the cycling on their sharks won't do anything for their spell counts. Let's sacrifice it and draw a card. Do you somehow have Orcish Bowmasters? No. Okay. All right, we're going to try it. Worst case, they counter it. Go ahead and attack. They are going to dress down. Oh, I see. Okay. Makes sense to dress down. Oh, yeah. That's dumb. I. All right. Let's try to light pause here. Now there's a potential that they counter this, which will stink. But we're just going to... Yeah, I think we're okay. Because light pause is going to let us cheat things around the Dampening Spheres. Or they can just Leyline Binding everything I own. This is a frustrating match, Jeskai Control. Alright. Now we got another land. Alright. Counterspell. Good for you. Good for you. If you cannot tell by the sound of my voice, I'm getting frustrated. And they get to Typhoon the Shark. Yeah, Dampening Sphere unfortunately doesn't do anything about the sharks. Man, oh man, that sucks so bad. Yep, they're just going to do casual 6. Okay, so we can play the core. This core Spirit Dancer. Unless they have a counterspell. They might have a counterspell here. Stern Scolding. Magic the Gathering cards from Middle Earth. Really hurting me. I think we're just dead. I think we're dead, team. Oh my goodness. If I don't draw a creature, we're oh, or we can just die to lightning bolt. Well, that was a game against Jeskai Control. I will say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate the support. This month we are trying to get to 100 subscribers, so please go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, as well as hit the bell to get notified for when we get new videos up, and comment, like, subscribe. First game, I probably could have played a little bit better, but not much. Second game, they were just ready for it. Maybe the dampening spheres weren't a good idea. I feel like they at least made the game go a little longer. But I will talk to you all tomorrow, and I will update this record to be 0-1 and be very sad.